Earth signs, welcome to your summer 2018 tarot reading. It's Michelle, your practical priestess here at Divinely Genuine. Thank you guys for tuning in. So I have communed with spirit, blessed the cards, and shuffled the cards, and now I'm ready to cut them on camera for you. And we're using the Tarot Illuminati deck and the Carolyn Miss Archetype cards. Okay, and this is just a element tarot reading for summer. So the solstice is in like 2 days. So yeah, let's see what the cards have in store for you. Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgos, Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Really it would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Anywho. Okay, so there we go. Oh, how dare you! Earth sign, baby. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you are weathering the tides of life. Today is Tuesday the 19th, and we have the moon in Virgo. So, I haven't really been feeling too much like work, except when well, I guess I have, but my sun sign's a Virgo, so I'm just always like, what next? Anywho, okay, let's get on into it. We've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed to start. And the way I read the cards, reversed is representing a more inward state. Nine of Pentacles. So in numerology, 9 is represents completion, I believe. And Pentacles represent our value, worth, and what is reflected then back to us, like resources, monetary, substance, that kind of deal. So the Nine of Pentacles is the fullness of independence and gain. The self-made man or woman, self-employment and independent business, being entirely in the moment, enjoying the fruits of your labor, sweet. Fullness, ripening, guaranteed success, gain in resources, confidence in your own work, without the need to rely upon others. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. So you're really feeling this inwardly. That maybe your business, your self-employment, your independent businesses you're getting more confident in that work during the summer. Awesome. Ooh. And then we get in the advice position the Destroyer card. Interesting. So the light attribute of the Destroyer card is releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. So we do have, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to pause this for a sec because I need to turn down my air conditioner. Sorry. Be right back. Okay, thank you. So we have, the eclipses are this summer. They're in July. So preparing for new life is for certain. Eclipses definitely make change. They eclipse something from your life. Shadow attribute, intoxication with destructive power. Destroying others' dreams or potential. That's the shadow side. So you want to release what is potentially destructive and prepare for a new life. And try not to destroy other people's dreams in the process. You have to really be careful with that one. I'll be totally honest, I've done my own readings, and I'm a parent. And so I, obviously will ask, questions about parenting and this and that, and the struggles of kids being between two homes and that sort of deal. And you know, you want to be honest with your kids about like the situation at hand, but at the same time, they're just children. And I haven't gotten this card, but I've gotten one that's similar, that's saying like, you know, don't destroy their dreams just because, for sake of, you know, them knowing the truth. Because really that's just my truth of the situation and my perspective, you know. So maybe keep that in mind. Like, I mean, I don't believe anyone watching this channel would, you know, intentionally destroy someone else's dream. You know, even if it's not in agreement with your own path, like that's their path, right? So just maybe be mindful of like when you're sharing your truth of what you've been through, that doesn't have to become someone else's reality. You know, they can have like a different experience even with the same, you know, type of situation even, you know. I find it interesting that the shadow also says intoxication with destructive power. So you're here, earth signs, with like a completion, at a fullness, at a peak of like gaining confidence in your independent work. So now it's time to prepare for new life, prepare for something new, and release what is potentially destructive, okay? Keep that in mind. You don't want to, as it's saying with the shadow, become intoxicated with destructive power, you know, especially like as you're gaining confidence and this independence, and you know, you don't want to take on any bad juju. All right, moving right along, another Pentacles, earth signs. We've got the Two of Pentacles, and this is saying to balance the change of life, the changes life will bring. Let's see. Two of Pentacles, learning the dance of change. Change is the only certainty. Learning to adapt to a situation. It's being flexible, juggling responsibilities, learning that you cannot hold on to things forever. Becoming a student of life, changing perspective, embracing a new lifestyle, knowing the daily ups and downs of life. I'll be honest, like I have to talk myself out of being nervous about the eclipses this summer. Just because of like for me personally where it's affecting me in my chart, you know, like you just never know how things are gonna go. It's like, oh. And I have my sun sign is Virgo, so this will also, you know, this also could affect me as well. But it's very true. Nothing in this life is meant to hold on to forever. And I'll be honest, like, as again with parenting, as a parent, like, oh my gosh, dude, like, that is the quickest way to get out of balance is to have a child, because then you just cannot make a decision because that child comes first. You love those children before anything else, and it's very hard to, you know, to look at, you know, to focus on your own passions, dreams, you know, to put anything before that child, even like your spiritual walk. Like, it is such a challenge for me. And I've been thinking all day about it, really, and I was thinking about posting a video for moms specifically, but I mean, it would be for any parents, like, definitely any parents, because dads do it too, you know, we just put our children before ourselves, and now we're in a time where we're supposed to be really learning and embracing self-love, so that we can create a better world for our children and for their children, you know. So try to remember that this summer as you're balancing your home life and your passions, or you're, you know, having to dance and juggle with the change that these eclipses bring this summer. Become a student of life, change your perspective. I like to think of that thing where they draw a 6 and a 9, and, you know, one person sees the 6, or I'm retarded and just said it wrong. So you draw a 6 or a 9, and then someone sitting across from you sees the opposite number, you know. And that really helps put it into perspective about perspective. So, yeah, like, we have a great ability to control our thoughts. And I feel like that's like the strongest power we have. Because you can literally be in a uncomfortable situation and talk yourself out of it. Talk yourself out of feeling so defeated, you know. And then as the universe works in the law of attraction, you're then actually manifesting or attracting better things just by trying to control those thoughts. So anyway, it's about embracing a new lifestyle, knowing the daily ups and downs, learning the dance of change, okay? All right, so we already know that you guys are coming to a point of peak, a point of completion in your independence, working from home, your own business. You've culminated to a point of completion, and you're going to release anything destructive standing in the way, you know, whether it be, you know, it could be self-doubt, it could be anything. And you're going to prepare for that new life that you're trying to create. And if things start to tip some certain way, or, you know, change comes about, you're going to learn to dance with it. And then we've got the visionary card. Yes. So then you're going to light a tribute, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. You know, that just made me think of the Leo King has talked about, the Leo King's an astrologer. If you don't know him, I'm sure if you're on this channel you probably have, like, I don't know. So anyways, but he's talked about how, like, Walt Disney, you know, but everybody thought he was freaking nuts before he created Disney World. They thought he was freaking loony and crazy, and they didn't see what he saw. And that's exactly what the visionary card is saying. It's saying you're having to have the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. And it doesn't have to be. That's why it's your vision. And that's why you have been asked to create it, whatever it may be. It can be small, it can be big, whatever it is. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. That's really beautiful, actually. My ascendant is Libra, and I have a lot of planets in that, and so I'm really seeing how indecisive I am with what I want to do in life. And I guess because the moon was in Virgo yesterday, I was like trying to make a plan, you know, of some sort, and go back to those roots of, like, what is it that I know I will regret? What is it that I've always known within that I wanted to do? And when we do that, I believe the, like, personal gain, you know, obviously we've wanted things, you know, but the personal gain kind of flees, because then it's the core passion of why we're here, or part of our path, or part of our destiny comes up. Because it's something that's always been there. Even if it's just a little bitty seed, it's always been there. You always knew you would do it, you know, or you always wanted to do it. You always thought you would, that kind of thing, you know. And usually when you start thinking like that, there's no personal gain involved other than maybe like some spiritual satisfaction from helping someone, right? The shadow sides of the visionary card. Selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Oh my God, it bothers me so much. It bothers me so much when I read that. Because, like, that's what the world has freaking been for so long. And it's still this way, but we're definitely on the brinks of it changing, thankfully. Selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. And, I react to that, because I can see it, but I do it as well. Why am I not living my dream? I'm trying to freaking get off the Libra freaking balance beam, sitting on the fence and do my thing. But, I feel like we've all compromised a little bit, but don't do it, Don't do it. As a child, you probably looked at this world and were like, what the fuck? Why are they all doing this? Why are they all doing that? Well, why do I have to do this? Why can't I do this? And why can't you do that? What is that? And why can't you do it? And why aren't you doing it? Go back to those childhood questions. Don't compromise your unique vision. Okay? And then we go over here with the Prince of Swords. Okay. Swords typically represent decisions or air signs. What is it? Prince. In tarot, the court cards, like the Prince, King, Queen, those sort of things, can represent people. Okay, I'm sorry. So sorry. I am on Pentacles. Okay, that's the King. Charging into the fray. A rebel without a cause. An iconoclast. Somebody who does not respect authority. Rushing in. A champion. Carrying an idea forward. Mental stimulation. Sudden action. The mind at its sharpest. Seeking conflict. Why? Searching for new ideas. Intellectual exploration. Okay. So maybe with whatever change happens over the summer, it's causing you to explore more intellectually in sort of a rebellious way, charging in. It's the mind at its sharpest, so that's awesome. And to back that up, we've got the Avenger. The Avenger card, light attribute, is desire to balance the scales of justice. Righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Okay? So maybe part of y'all's vision, Earth signs, has to do with some kind of injustice you see in the world and society that you would like to, that you have a desire to balance some of that out. The shadow side of this is resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Yeah, so as we, attempt to make changes for the world, for our own lives, we've got to do so with love and kindness. And I honestly feel like we have to keep that front and center in the mind, or we have the potential to totally fuck up. I mean, because, I don't know about you, but I can get pissed off pretty quick. It can come like that, dude. I mean, put me in a car in Houston traffic. No. Alright, Earth signs. So let's reiterate here. You guys have come to some completion. You're feeling it, as this was reversed. Some completion in the area of your independent work. Working from home, your business. And you're going to release destructive tendencies and steer clear from destroying anyone else's dream. And it may be completely different than what yours is, completely opposite of you. It may be the most businessy thing, the most unfreedom, like it may be totally opposite of Age of Aquarius and all this stuff, but they are on their own path and they deserve the respect, right? Okay. And then as you guys experience some change this summer, possibly, well, most likely with these eclipses, you learn to dance with that change, maintaining the balance, and in order to do so, you keep your vision front in your mind. You keep that unique, individual, divinely genuine vision that only you can see exactly the way you're seeing it. Keep your eye on that target, and that'll help you to balance the changes happening. Okay? And then as you charge into the fray with a sharp mind to balance out whatever injustice you feel has happened, or whatever justice you would like to see balanced out more, your mind is sharp, you charge in there, you make it happen. Okay? Alright, Earth signs, I hope you enjoyed that tarot reading for this summer. I love you guys. I thank you for your support. I hope that you... Oh, sorry. Sorry again. I hope that you have a great summer. And thanks so much for the support. I love you guys. Keep your eyes on your vision. Make it happen. Until then, peace.